So today we're going to talk about the 11 African countries that are offering citizenship to African Americans and the diaspora. So let's go. My name is Ambassador Tim Ford Jr. of the African Union AUCS, and I've been living over in East Africa, Tanzania for almost 5 years now, and I help my people invest, rebuild, and return over to the continent of Africa. But today, I want to get right to the point and talk about the 11 countries who are welcoming us back home, just as long as we have ancestral DNA that traces us back to these countries. So let's go. But first, I would like to discuss how these different countries offering citizenship to us as a people is extremely symbolic and is an attempt to strengthen the ties between us and our people over on the continent of Africa. A lot of our people here on the continent of Africa know what we have been going through as a people, and they understand what has went on throughout history and how they've done some wrongs. And some of our people have actually been a part of us being in a situation that we were in over in the United States of America. So in an attempt to amend the wrongs that's been caused throughout history, a lot of the countries are trying to rectify the situation by actually offering citizenship to our people who can prove that they are descendants and have ancestral bloodline links back to particular countries. So I'm excited to talk about these different countries because it's a step in the right direction towards the unification of us actually coming together as a people. So let's go. So the first country we're going to talk about is Ghana. So Ghana has a right of abode law in place, which gives people who have ancestry links back to that land the ability to move over into Ghana and not have to worry about the visa and permits process that you have to go through as a foreigner when you decide to go to different countries. And all you have to do in order to gain this citizenship is prove your ancestry to Ghana by DNA test, or you can use a family tree or a birth certificate as an official document in order to prove that you have lineage over in Ghana. And one of the main resources that's over in Ghana is cocoa. If you're someone who's thinking about coming over to the continent of Africa and you have ancestry that links you back to Ghana, you can think about and do research about the cocoa industry and learn about how you can actually go over to the country of Ghana and help the country produce it in a more efficient way and help it reach a higher level. That's a great way to go into the country and be of an asset instead of going over there and trying to ask for a handout. One thing we must do and consider is always go over to these countries and be an asset. Whichever country you decide to go to, please go over there and be an asset. Do not go over there with your hand out and say, oh, I came from America. Oh, roll out the red carpet. I understand that, but that privilege that we are accustomed to over in America, that doesn't come unless you put in a whole bunch of work. You can't come over here and feel like you have this privilege because you come over from America and everything's supposed to be opened up for you. If they give you citizenship, if they give you a way to get into the country, take advantage of that by putting in the work and making the necessary connections and moves in order to do what you need to do, okay? But that's enough for my rant. Let's go to the next country. Now, the next country is Zimbabwe. And just like Ghana, you must prove that you have Zimbabwean descent and you will be eligible for the opportunity to gain dual citizenship over in Zimbabwe. In Zimbabwe, even have incentives in place in order to entice people to come over, like tax breaks, business grants, and even scholarships to help entrepreneurs who are trying to come over and help develop their country. And with minerals like chrome, gold, lithium, coal, and diamonds, there is a tremendous space and opportunity for those who are trying to go into any of those industries and help mine those and help produce those on a large scale within the country. Even if you're trying to do things on a small scale, if you go into any industry and mine and help the minerals produce in any type of way, you will be of an extreme asset to that country and they will love you as a citizen and you will be able to work with them and partner in a way that's beneficial to everyone. And the next country is Nigeria. And Nigeria made the decision to offer dual citizenship as a desire to acknowledge the shared heritage that binds the country with its brothers and sisters abroad. Nigeria has long been one of the nations that we as a people reference when we think about what life would be like over on the continent. Nigeria has always been one of the poster childs over in America for how Africa would really be. Most of the times when we meet Nigerians, we think of all Africans as Nigerians, and with the rich cultural history and the legacy of resilience, this is a great nation for us as a people to join with and learn from as we get accustomed to life over on the continent of Africa. And with minerals like petroleum, fuel, clothes, and personal care products, there's tremendous opportunity once again in many of those sectors to help the country move forward. Since we're here, Gotta show y'all some of the products real quick.
This natural body ready. Natural body.
Yeah, natural product.
Natural body.
Yeah.
Natural body.
Yeah. Say, yeah. Come closer. Come. Busy Beachy. And next we have South Africa. Now, in order to get citizenship in South Africa, once again, you also have to prove that you have ancestral ties over to that specific area. And with minerals like gold, platinum, group metals, chrome ore, and magnesium ore, which is used to make steel. This is a great country to tap into and go and connect with and build with in order to learn how to conduct life over here on the continent of Africa. We are looking for different places and countries that are trying to welcome us back home and be the best place and will give us at least some sort of soft landing and give us a way to get comfortable and acclimated at a nice rate. It seems like a great option for our people to be able to go into and get acclimated in a timely manner. And next we have Gabon. All you have to do is prove that you have ancestral ties over to this particular country and you will be able to get dual citizenship. Their main minerals over in their country are oil, and they have 2 billion tons of iron ore, and they also have the largest deposit in the world of magnesium. So magnesium is the #1 ingredient that is used to make steel. So all of the steel products that you see all around the world, the source of that is actually over in Gabon. So once again, there's another way in another industry for you to be able to come in and position yourself in a way that'll be beneficial for you to be able to help the country and your people. And don't just look into the minerals of these countries as well. Look into the people, look into the infrastructure, look into different ways that you can support many different industries in order to help them develop and reach to a level that we all know that we're supposed to be reaching as a people. If you have a particular skill set in a certain field or a certain area, take that expertise over to whichever country you decide to move to and give that to your people and help them to understand what they can do with the knowledge that you are passing to them. And we will see things grow in a way that it needs to be grown. Now, I'm talking about minerals as the main point when I speak about these countries, but you also have to think about the grand scheme of running an entire country. So there's a lot that goes into running countries, and I can't just speak about every single sector and every single way that people can help, but use your particular skill set and your particular set of knowledge that you have to see how you can benefit and help that country at the same time. Okay, that's what this game is all about. Use your skill set in order to get what you need and help the people at the same time. And next we have Senegal. Now, just like all the other countries, you must prove that you have ancestral ties over to the country of Senegal as well. And in order to gain citizenship over in Senegal, you also had to prove that your grandparent or your great-grandparent was born in Senegal as well. And the main mineral that's over in Senegal is phosphates of lime, which is used in many of the fertilizers that's in stores and shops around the world. Next, we have the country of Angola. And of course, once again, you must prove that you have ancestral ties to that country in order to receive the dual citizenship. And the main minerals over in Angola are oil and gas. And Angola is the second largest producer of gas over in sub-Saharan Africa. At 1.55 million barrels a day, there's no shortage of opportunity to extract the gas out of the ground and be able to produce it and ship it around the world and get it to the people who need it, in order to help the country and of course help yourself as well in the process of you helping people. And the next country we have is Rwanda, and once again you must prove that you have ancestral ties over to Rwanda in order to receive the dual citizenship in that country. Now, Rwanda has been paving the way and being progressive in helping our people and vocalizing and standing up for the entire continent with their president Paul Kagame in power. With a lot of the policies that he has in place, he's helped Rwanda reach a level that has gained international recognition. And Kigali, Rwanda has recently been named the cleanest country over in Africa. And I actually had the chance to live over in Kigali, Rwanda for a month, and it's not a lie. That country is very, very clean, it's very chill, and I love the vibe that it has over there. But one thing I can admit, that the police do not play. They are making sure that they're handling the business and on security and doing what they need to do. but the main mineral that's in production over in Rwanda is cobalt, which is a mineral used in many of the electronic devices that we have and use around the world. So, I mean, that's self-explanatory. If you can go over there and help and get into the industry of making cell phones or producing the products or the minerals that go into those cell phones, that's a great way to help and generate something for yourself and your people and be able to do something that has never been done before. Many of us coming over from America are looking for opportunities and are looking for ways to be of help and of service to our people. So we must look into arenas that we haven't been before in order to help and be of service over here, because there's so many needs and so many opportunities. We can't just always focus on what we know. Sometimes we have to go and learn new things if we see that there's an opportunity within it. Don't be afraid to go and pick up the necessary knowledge in order to go into that field and produce something of value. Don't just say, oh, I don't know that, I'm going to leave that alone. No, if you see that's a good opportunity, if you understand that that's something that you need to learn, just make the sacrifices in order to learn what to do in that arena, and you'll make it happen. The next country we have is Zambia. And just like all of the other countries I mentioned, you have to have ancestry that links you back to that particular country. But they have a plethora of minerals like gold, cobalt, zinc, petroleum, fresh water, and they're the world's leader in copper. Now, this is a lot of space and opportunity for those with the right mindset. It can see the vision of what you can do with those type of minerals. And I'm mentioning minerals because I want our people to tap into that mindset of understanding that we need to be the source. We need to go to places and be strategic about what we do and where we land so that we can be the source that help people moving forward. My entire vision for my life, and I hope I inspire others to think this way as well, is to be a producer so that people around the world can come to me or my family for what they need. And if you provide a service that produces something that helps people, your family will never have to worry about finances ever again. So develop the mindset of being a producer, trying to figure out which minerals are used for what so that you can position yourself properly during these times. And next we have Guinea-Bissau. And just like all of the other countries, once again, you must trace your DNA back to this particular country. But one benefit I've learned that comes with tracing your heritage back to the Guinea-Bissau people is if you learn that you're one of the Bissauan people, you can actually join this Pan-African heritage group called Balanta Burasa, and they're helping people gain citizenship over in Guinea-Bissau. So they actually take your hand and walk with you through the entire process if you found out that you had heritage with their people. If you do your African ancestry and find out that you have Guinea-Bissau running in your veins and you can go over to that country, I want you guys to look into the Balanta Burasa people and see how you can join with them in order to get help getting your citizenship over in that country. And of course, the main minerals over in Guinea-Bissau is timber and fish. So opportunities are endless within those sectors, because if you want to go into timber, you can of course get the machinery in order to cut the trees down, in order to transport the trees to the locations that they need to go to, or even get the machines in order to make the wood into what they need to be made into. So there's a lot of ways. And of course with fishing, you can do boats, you can do transportation. There's a lot of ways that you can take advantage and join the country and help the people so that you can help yourself. And last but certainly not least, at number 11, we have Burkina Faso. We all see what President Captain Ibrahim Traore is doing over in Burkina Faso right now. One of the most recent things he's done is opened up the door to his people to be able to come back home and get citizenship over in his country. If you want to come with him and come over there and build with the people of Burkina Faso. And just like all the other countries, you must trace your African ancestry back over to Burkina Faso in order to take advantage of this opportunity of gaining citizenship. Bye. Love you. And there's another company called ADDI, which is the African Diaspora Development Institute, and they're spearheading and trying to help our people with the process of getting citizenship over in Burkina Faso. Led by Ambassador Dr. Erikana Chihimborikwa, she's been paving the way and helping our people learning about the continent of Africa and connecting the diaspora with the right countries to do the right thing so that we can come together as a people. So if you're thinking about trying to figure out how to get citizenship over in Burkina Faso, Look into the ADDI so that you can get the information that you need and get help with getting the citizenship over there. You don't have to necessarily go through the ADDI that I just mentioned or the Balanta Burasa people that I just mentioned with Guinea-Bissau. The choice is yours, but those entities are in place in order to help you with the process of getting the citizenship. Now, I'm not saying go directly to them in order to do it. You can still take your own route and go to the government yourself and go through the process yourself if that's something that you want to do. But with all the countries that I just recommended, I recommend doing your own independent research. Don't just use this video that you're watching right now as the only means of research that you do. Please do independent research and look into the country, look into the fullness of what everything takes, look into what you need to do in order to be in a good standing when you decide to make the move to go over and try and obtain citizenship in that particular country. Now, we're being called home as a people. A lot of our brothers and sisters over on the continent are welcoming us back home. This is just 11 countries that I mentioned right now, but there's 54 different countries over here on the continent of Africa, and it is my belief and my hope that one day all 54 countries will be welcoming us back and we will be able to gain citizenship and go to whichever country that we have lineage to. We have pathways in place now. We just have to take them and take advantage of the opportunity. With these 11 countries in place, there's no excuses anymore. We can't say that our people don't want us. We can't say that we're hated. We can't say that it's not love over here. They're not trying to build with us. It's open. It's right in our faces. They have programs in place. They have incentives in place to welcome us back home so that we can lock arms as a people. So we just have to walk down the path and trust the process. These paths that we are going down, they are new, uncharted territory. So you must be okay with going down that path alone. You must be okay with going down that path maybe blind, but you must go down the path if you're feeling the call, if you're feeling the pull from one of these African countries, because our brothers and sisters need us and we need them. So it's important that we take advantage of these pathways and come lock arms with our brothers and sisters. Take advantage of these opportunities that we have during these times and do not live in fear. If you don't take advantage of these times, if you don't take advantage of the opportunity that we have as a people right now, your bloodline may suffer. You may not put your family in the best position that you know you're supposed to be doing right now. You're feeling a call. You're feeling something telling you to go to Africa. So take advantage and do what you need to do to get your mind right, to get your finances right, to get your spirit right in order to come over here and be the best version of yourself to do what you need to do on this side of the world. We were lied to about what life is like over here on the continent. We were told they hate us over here. We were told there isn't much opportunity. We were told this is just a place that's riddled with disease and there's not much that we can do right now. But I've been on the ground for almost 5 years now, like I said in the beginning, and I've been shown nothing but love and peace and joy since I've been over here. Of course, there's haters. Of course, there's jealousy. But for the most part, it's nothing like we've been taught. So we have to change the narrative of listening to what they told us and rewrite our own narrative about what life is like over here on the continent of Africa. So take advantage of the opportunity that we have as a people before history be written without you being a part of it. Don't allow fear to stop you and cripple you. There's nothing but false evidence appearing real, all right? Trust me. Now, I'm excited to hear what you guys think about the different countries that's offering citizenship to us as a people. And which country are you thinking about going to if you have your ancestry that traces you back to their particular land, of course? But of all the options that I gave, which one sounds best to you guys and which country seems like it has the most or the best opportunity? Please let me know what you think in the comment box and let me know where you're tuning in from, where you're watching us from. I love to see where our people are watching us from. I love how we're connecting and learning and helping each other. And please comment and give me different ideas and tips and topics about what you guys want to see so that I can continue to produce the content that will keep you guys engaged and enjoying what we bring to the table, all right? And if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can keep coming back and get notified when we continue to post the high value content to give you guys valuable information about the continent of Africa. And if you're thinking about coming over to the continent, I have free resources in the description box. I got a free course and a free document that give you the detailed information to give you a smooth foundation so that you can have the right vision when you decide to come over to the continent of Africa. And if you want one-on-one help, I offer consultations as well. And we have Swahili courses if you're trying to learn the language of Swahili before you come to East Africa, Tanzania, so that you can be competent and handle your business properly. when you decide to come. So if you want any of those resources, click the link in the description box and sign up, and we got you. All right. And if you made it to the end of the video, I thank you for your time. I thank you for your attention. I don't take it for granted that you gave me your attention. I hope this was able to bring you some value, and I hope you're able to decide which country is best for you if you have your ancestry that traces you back to there. All right. Make sure you do your independent research and figure out how you can make the move for yourself, and stay focused on this journey, and don't let nobody stop you and talk you off your path. All right. Y'all keep the shalom peace and stay focused out there. Shalom.